Maria, and you're watching Christ-Side Magazine, and this is my reality. And we're talking about things, phrases, all sorts of visuals and sounds that how people think they want or need something. Like it's like a basic mind control trick. You watching TV and you see this commercial keeps coming on and they keep showing it over and over and over. That so you kind of like give into that commercial, and like all of a sudden you're wanting to get whatever that commercial is showing. It's a trick they use to get you to spend your money, to get you to think that you actually need these things. You don't need those $300 shoes when you can go buy you a pair of $10 shoes that are going to do the same thing. Because I know that when I buy shoes, I want to be able to walk comfortably. I don't need to be walking with $300 shoes on my feet when them $10 shoes are going to do the same thing. It's all like a gimmick to make people spend their money on ridiculous items to make them feel like they're fulfilling something inside. What are you fulfilling when you buy those $350 shoes? A feeling of want? A feeling of need? Do you know the difference of those? Do you want them? Do you need them? There's people out here that don't have shoes on their feet, so a $10 pair of shoes for somebody who doesn't have any shoes is satisfactory enough. But unfortunately, people who have shoes are not satisfied with $10 shoes. They got to go get the $350 shoes. But it's a waste of money. It's mind controlling. These companies just have you keep thinking that you want or you need these things, and you really don't. When you already have shoes at home that still got, the rubber's underneath that you barely wear. It's like, why do you feel the need to wear these $350 shoes just to go show somebody I got $350 shoes? That's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense, but people don't really see that, Even food commercials, they keep popping up these food commercials, fast food, everywhere on TV. Eventually, it's going to make you want to go get fast food. It's going to make you want to go buy these things that are killing people, that are making them obese. Processed food is killing everybody. But yet, we all, and I'm a victim of this too, where I'll go eat some fast food sometimes, and I know this food isn't good to me. Why am I buying it? If I know soda is not good for my teeth and it's tearing my insides up like acid, why am I drinking this stuff? It's mind game. They're poisoning us. They want us to buy these things. They're tricking our minds to believe that we need these, we want this, we want that. It tastes good. Since when did acid taste good? They throw a little sugar in there to give it a little sweetness. And the next thing you know, you're forgetting that this thing has acid and it got sugar in it now, so it got a good flavor. So now you really want it. It's all of this is just to get everybody to want. And then what is also that causes chaos, because people who don't have those things, they want them too. So what are they going to do? They're going to start committing crimes against people and robbing them for the $350 shoes. Robbing them for that McDonald's meal because they're hungry. All of this creates chaos and danger for people. They don't realize these things, what all this stuff is doing. It's all mind control. It's all tricks to get people against each other, to forget about God. Instead of praising the Lord, you're praising those tennis shoes. Instead of praising God, you're praising that jacket. Instead of praising God, you're praising the person who's a singer. That person is not God. So there's a bunch of things that are going on that people don't realize it. But if you point it out to them, it'll make them think like, dang, did I really need to get them shoes? I really didn't need it. I could have used that money for something else, like maybe helping out a homeless person, or maybe buying that homeless person a pair of shoes. You know, there's people out here that really need people to help them, and people turn their backs on them because they feel like, ooh, he's dirty. But do you know that man just doesn't have anybody to care for him, or that woman, or that child? You know, people don't think about things like that. They're thinking more material, and that's the devil working in them. They just don't realize it. All these things they're doing are because these people want them to do it, and now that they don't have to want anymore because everybody's doing it. You know, they know the tricks to do to get people to get certain things, to do certain things. You know, it's a trip, but this is reality. This is what we're living in. You know, they make us believe we need all these things. You know, I was saying, you know, that I have a lot of things that I don't need. I'm getting rid of all these things that I'm not using any longer. I don't want my life to be consumed with clothes and shoes and unnecessary items that I'm not even using on a daily basis. It's ridiculous. The only time you should need to buy something new is when that thing you had is worn down to almost nothing. Then you go and get something to replace it. People buy it. You know, I have multiple purses. How many purses does a person need? You know, it's like you need a purse to match everything. Everything got to match. That's ridiculous. It's unnecessary. They brainwash you to feel like pink got to go with pink, red got to go with red. It doesn't have to be like that. You know, we're programmed to believe that all these things match. Who says and whose eyes say it has to match? You know? So I'm in the process of getting rid of a lot of things in my life that are unnecessary items, because I feel like I've been filling myself up with these things, and it's like I don't need to be filled up with things. Well, all I need to be filled up with is with the Lord's presence and Him, period. You know? I'm just, you know, I'm waking up to things and realizing that I don't need any of this stuff. I need some things. I need some shoes on my feet, but I don't need all the things that I have. I'm not even using them. You know, these things could go to somebody who actually needs these things. So my plan is to, you know, clean out my closet, clean out my room, and get rid of things that have just been sitting around for so long that I haven't even touched. It's like, what are you holding on to these things for? You know, they're just sitting here taking up space and to be utilized by somebody else that really needs them. You know, but this is the world we live in, where they get us to spend all of our money on these unnecessary items. That's how many rubber bands do you need? How many purses? How many shoes? How many coats? How many pants? Who needs like 50 pair of underwear? There's 7 days in a week. You know, all these T-shirts they come out with. You know, all these different types of movies. You know, all these different types of, it's ridiculous and unnecessary, you know. So I hope this opens up some people's eyes to really look at what it is they have and realize that you don't really need all of these things to make you who you are. Them tennis shoes are not going to make you a better person. You know, I just look at it as being ridiculous and a mind control thing. The gimmicks they use for advertisement, you know, they keep flashing this stuff in your eyes. Eventually, you're going to be programmed to that thing that when you see it, oh, yeah, I got to get that. Oh, I want that burger. You know, they keep showing this hamburger on TV, and I just feel like I got to have it. You don't have to have that. That's what they do to make people obese. You know, you're eating this food that's harming you. That's not helping you. It's killing you. Why would you want to keep eating it? So, you know, it's all a bunch of craziness. It's ungodly. It's like, you're not supposed to idolize things like that, and that's what people are doing, you know. And what they need to do is start praying to God, and you know, when you want something and you need something, you know, you have that feeling in you that's like, I gotta have it. But that feeling will go away if you wait. If you wait, that feeling will go away, and that want will disappear. And then the next thing you know, it's like, I don't need those shoes that bad. No, you don't, because it's unnecessary. You know, these feelings we get a lot of the time is wanting or feeling that I need or gotta have, or maybe you're feeling sick. If you even that, if you wait a little bit, that feeling will pass. Those feelings will pass, but people don't. People, let me rephrase. The people are in a hurry for things these days. Everything has to be fast. People don't have patience. You gotta have patience somewhere, but people are such in a hurry. This world is moving so fast, but this is what they've done to us. They have us believe that we gotta move quick and we gotta get it done now. There's no patience anymore. People are not patient. And these feelings that we get, if you just wait, that feeling will pass. Pray to God, and He's gonna help that go away. It's just all mind control stuff, and to get people to think they need things, and people need to wake up and realize that they don't need these things. When people buy these expensive cars, it's like, do you really need that $100,000 car? Do you really need that? And people are made to believe they actually need those things, and they don't. It's a trip, but this is the reality we're living in. This is what's going on in the world, and this is just basically what's going on, and people need to wake up. You're watching Maria, this is Christ Type Magazine, My Reality. I hope this helps somebody out there realize that if you're a person who is out there thinking you need and want everything and gotta have it, wait for them feelings to pass, and you won't even, think about it of wanting it or needing it. Those people who have so many things that they're not even wearing all those clothes. You need to realize that you need to get rid of some of those things, because that's the devil hoarding your life, like filling you up with things instead of God's love. And you need to just wake up. God bless you.